waiting for the spooky scary. Because it's bound to happen. Eventually, bro. I don't know how long it takes for them to build that up. Listen up, everybody. If you don't take cooking seriously, somebody's going to get hurt. This is part of your education as well, so don't fool around and do it seriously. A lazy yeah wafted through the class in response. Half of the school day today was going to be home economics class. So fun. The plan was for everybody to make curry rice and give it to the forest rangers who let this building be rented out to the school. Interesting. If everybody were making curry in the same pot, it would have more of a party-like atmosphere. But this was school after all. Excluding the youngest students, each of us would be making our own curry, with the results being judged. Spike it. Alright, everybody, it may be that nowadays curry is an easy meal everybody can make, but it has its roots in traditional Indian cuisine. Who making the Indian joke? Somebody could. Even though we've altered it a bit in the Japanese style, it is still instilled with the knowledge and culture of ancient India. Alright. Alright. Absolutely do not neglect that fact. I'll have words with anybody who doesn't take this seriously, so be prepared for that. That seemed like a needlessly passionate sermon on curry. Well, whatever. Hey, bro. People like curry. It's rumored that Che Sensei has devoted her life to curry. Steph Curry? She'll probably be a pretty strict judge. What the fuck? Bias. As long as you're not failing, your grade in home ec doesn't really matter. Doesn't really matter at all. I shouldn't say that if I were you. I wouldn't say that. The teacher's a tyrant when it comes to curry. What the heck does that even mean? A curry tyrant? Never heard of that before. You see, our normally mild-mannered teacher, for some unfathomable reason, is a stickler for curry. Unyieldingly so. Yeah. It's said that every year she goes on a journey to India to research mythical curry. Dog. How are you funding a yearly trip to India on a backwater ass Japanese school teacher budget? What the hell are you talking about, yo? In what way how are you funding this? It doesn't make any sense to me. This is just a rumor, but it seems that she eats curry rice 3 meals a day. And if she occasionally had something else, it always has to be curry flavored. Okay. That's not unyielding. That's unnatural. Is she part of an evil cult or something? Besides, doesn't curry top the list when it comes to junk food? Curry 3 times a day is just weird, nutritionally speaking, and got absolutely rocked for your opinions on curry. For just saying anything that she would not like about curry, or the teacher wouldn't like. Embedded into the table right by my fingertips, a chef's knife, ladle, a spatula, hummed gently as they still quivered. Oh. The teacher, while still mixing her own pot, was looking this way, smiling. K-chan, shh. If you say any more, you will be sleeping with the fishes. Yeah, they're gonna whack you? Yeah, she's gonna whack you because you say some shit about curry? Okay. Saying even a little bit more would make my situation a lot more dire. Yeah. Just be serious and make your curry properly and everything's good, alright? I don't think it's going to be that easy today. Look, Michan it's written all over her face. If the playing field is even and we're judged, there's no way this won't turn into a competition. Yep. It looks like we're all on the same page. It's a cooking contest. I knew it. There's no way Mion would leave such an enticing event alone. Yep. How shall we determine the victor? By how the teacher judges it? Hell no, she's biased. As if saying, but wait, there's more. The teacher reappeared with the principal in tow. The purpose of today's event is to show appreciation to the people at the forestry service, so they'll be judging the results with me. You know, I was always wondering why there was a fucking like tractor thing here in the first place. So this is like, so they get their spot, like what is it, they rent it out. All right, I guess that makes sense. Still, like, you know, I was not expecting them to have, like, you know, heavy machinery outside their school, but I mean, I guess it makes sense. So they'll be judging the results with me. Yep, your teacher and I, as well as 5 people from the forestry service, will be judging your cooking. Good luck to everyone. Even the principal? Looking around, it seemed like the interest of everybody in the class had been piqued. So that's what's happening. This isn't going to be just some casual curry cook-off. Rena is good at making curry. I'm not going to lose today. My grade is cooking in a group, so I'm together with Rika. That's unfair. I'm pretty sure that Rika is good at cooking. That's too damn bad, I guess. That's all it is. It's too damn bad. My curry is so tasty, it'll send shivers down your spine. What about Mion? She doesn't seem like she's too good at cooking. Her type has always been bad at this kind of thing. But Mion continued to look unconcerned. Yeah, because she ain't that bad at it, bro. I'll tell you what Kei-chan is thinking right now. Mion is definitely bad at cooking. Am I right? I don't like the way she said that. Yeah, because you fucked yourself by saying anything, bro. It couldn't be that. Mion couldn't possibly be. At that moment, the teacher's whistle sounded. Yep, you messed up. You messed up. Turn this into a competition. But I mean, everyone was already in favor, so you were gonna get outvoted even if you didn't want to. All right, everyone, are you ready? Be very careful with the knives. Start. The call to arms has sounded. Yep. We had to use an outdoor kit to cook the rice, but it wasn't that difficult for a camping veteran like me. Put the rice into the canister, push your palm to the bottom, and fill the water just above the wrist. Okay. Are you alright with only that much water? If you don't put it more, it could be bad. You filthy liar. If I put in any more, I'll just be left with some half-cooked porridge. Sadako, if that's meant to be a trick, it won't work. I'm used to cooking rice with these utensils. First it starts to bubble, then the steam starts to puff. Don't take off the lid no matter what. Keiji-kun, you're amazing. This is a little unexpected. Did you learn this at summer camp? My dad really likes to go camping, you see. Whenever summer comes around, our family goes a lot. So this means everybody is good at cooking the rice. In other words, the critical part of this challenge will be the curry. Curry is Rika's specialty. Yeah, we're fucking setting shit up for us right now, bro. Okay, we'll cream you all. Hey, yo. Hey, yo, what do you mean by that, yo? What the fuck? You lost me at Rika's. Why don't you help with cooking too? Maybe Sadako-chan is helping the most by doing nothing at all. Yeah, because she's so like unable to cook, bro. She's incapable of, you know, cooking up, bro. That's ends just that the ends justify the means. There you go. I couldn't read dyslexia or some shit. I don't know. I just have to win. That was a pretty malicious comment for Rena. And Sadako took it hook, line, and sinker, bro. Hook, line, and sinker. Rena could only apologize between fits of laughter while Sadako chased her around. Well, now, should we move on to the curry? For now, the battle truly begins. After rinsing off the carrots, potatoes, and other standard vegetables, I grasped the knife. What will today's curry taste like? As Rena hummed along, her very well-practiced hands wielded her knife. Okay. The rhythmical sound of the knife hitting the cutting board harkened to kind images of days long past. I see. So she's with the shits. Ah, I see. I don't know how I'm gonna like this. This guy's clearly gonna lose again, by the way. Like, it's like this Keiichi sucked ass, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Simply put, it was perfect. It was so calm in practice, I seriously didn't stand a chance. I looked over at Sadako and Rika-chan. Oh man, Sadako was in charge of washing the vegetables while Rika-chan was in charge of peeling them. Okay, that's what I heard being discussed, but Rika-chan's knife skills are something else as well. Okay. Okay. All right. Yeah, you know, she said she was good at cooking, bro. I think the knife skills, like, you know, the knife skills not being bad makes sense, you know? Makes sense. She was happily rotating the potato and peeling it quite quickly. On top of that, the peels spanned the entire potato. Again, she's nice with it, bro. Like, we already established that. What was that called again? Word I can't fucking pronounce. Katsuramuki? Don't care. We're continuing, bro. I've heard that people, that peeling up a vegetable in one loop around like that is a highly regarded technique. Yeah, she's like, what, 7? Why is she so good with the knife skills, bro? I feel like this should be concerning, but like, it's not to somebody, bro. It's not to these people. For some reason, it's not. For some unexplainable reason, this is not concerning. She picked up the peel from the sink and carved a face of eyes into it with her knife. Again, not concerning at all? One bit. Not one bit. It's a snake. Rawr. Saying that, she placed the longly peeled potato skin on top of the head of a boy from her group. She wasn't even breaking a sweat. When it comes to Rika-chan and cooking, I couldn't even hold a candle to her. Oh, but roar? Do snakes make that sound? All right then. How's Mion doing? Yeah, I like how he's like setting himself up for failure by checking out what everyone else is doing instead of just doing his own thing. fucking hate this guy sometimes, dude. Like, it's ridiculous. Keiichi, just get this shit done and quit worrying about it, bro. Jeez. She's definitely just fumbling along. Yep. Totally, bro. There's no way she can peel a potato so effortlessly like that. Absolutely no way. This can't be. You've got to be kidding me. This is a trick. It has to be. She's using special effects. Where's the wire? She's definitely using a wire. Oh, man. It's just... Keiichi just love burying himself into a hole, bro. Here. Take a look-see. As if she had already won, Mion proudly showed me the elongated potato skin. You didn't know, Keiichi? Mi was taught how to cook by her grandma. Oh, it's over. It's over. It's over. It's over. That's it. That's it. That's it. That's all. That's all I need to be said. It's over. There's like no point in continuing this fight. Not just cooking, from sewing to flower arrangement to playing the koto, from marksmanship to radio operation, from even helicopter piloting is one of the myriad of things she could. Why does she know this stuff? Why? Why, bro? Not concerning whatsoever. Strangely enough, the latter items were more realistic. It was the first few items on that list that seemed like a lie, like cooking, sewing, and flower arrangements. For her behavior, definitely doesn't seem right, but that's clearly not true. She's actually really good at cooking. It's just such a hassle that she never does it, though. Damn it! I'm also really good at cooking, especially Chinese food. Keiichi, boiling something and pouring it into a bowl doesn't count as cooking. Shot down before I could even say it. Oh, too bad for you. Today, Keiichi-san shall be absurdly languishing in defeat all alone. Clank. Tough words for somebody who can't even cook by herself. Where? Rika! There. I'll destroy Keiichi for you. Bruh. This doesn't look too good. Everybody is smirking at me. Don't raise the white flag yet, Keiichi Maebara. Don't throw away this match. I think we should throw it away. It's not gonna work, bro. Only problem is y'all didn't set up a punishment game, so it's like at least you don't have to walk around in like a maid outfit this time, you know? Calm down and think. Not about how to peel these potatoes well, but how to win this challenge. There are too many people watching. I'm going to work at another sink. Saying only that, I gathered up all the vegetables and left that spot behind. Will Keiichi-kun be alright? I'm worried he might cut himself with his knife. Let's see what Kei-chan's doing. No matter how hard I try at peeling these things, if I slip up at this speed, I'll lop my fingers right off. Then there's only one thing left to do. Tomita-kun. Okamura-kun. Oh, you guys were in a group of 4, huh? It was the 2 underclassmen that had become my sworn brothers ever since the event at that toy store last Sunday. Toy store at... Okay. Yeah, they had been pairing with 2 girls for their group. Yup. Both the girls are pretty good at cooking. So both of us can just mess around, we'll be okay. Both of them pointed at the girls. They're not as good as Rena, but they were both good enough at handling a knife. I'll get straight to the point. At this rate, I'm going to lose this contest. Give me the vegetables. Your group is peeled already. Mibara-san, that's pretty much theft, man. But depending on what's in it for us. Now hold that, like, brother. Okay. In other words, it depends on the terms of negotiation. Quite bold of you guys. Well, that's to be expected. Then let's do this. If I win, I'll let you eat the curry that Sadako and Rika-chan's group makes. How about that? Eh? I don't know about that. Both of them were hesitant after such a weighty proposal. Just one more little push seems in order. Very well then. Let's make them an offer they can't refuse. I pulled both of them close by the shoulders and made an offer in a hushed tone. Buddies. Buddies. Of course, that includes the part that Sadako and Rika-chan have already eaten some of. I'll even throw in the spoons. That is... This is nasty, bro. This is nasty, man. And these motherfuckers gonna splooge? Nigga, I'm gonna quit this game right fucking now. Nigga, it says splooge. A red mist spouted vigorously from their noses and the two underclassmen. Keiichi-san is also pretty good at this. And, you know, just that's it. That was it right there. That was it right there. That's all he needed. That was all he needed, bro. Those are some very nice potatoes. Having brilliantly cleared the vegetable peeling challenge, I returned to my comrades in triumph. Whoa, amazing, amazing. Keiichi-kun's peeling is really good. Nah, that means, like, those two little girls that he stole all the work from, bro, have to do even more work now. That's not quite right. What Kei-chan has bared is a potato, but his fangs, yeah. I'm super serious about this. I'll crush you all. See, like, I mean, realistically, he just has to not be last. But I mean, winning is the best outcome here, bro. Having finished with the preparing the vegetables. Nigga, you mean stealing? Don't get this shit twisted. You stole them bitches, bro. Next is to boil a pot of water, then add the vegetables in order to of which takes the longest to cook. I learned this part from my mother when we went cooking. But just cooking in order is it probably won't garner a lot of points. Look over at Rena. She had a variety of vegetables cooking together in a delicate balance. She wasn't being ambitious or calculating. A way to win the game. She was making delicious food with a mother's touch. Holy fuck. I have a feeling that I could somehow compete with Mion in terms of technique, but I would be no match for Rena. She was way out of my league. When my mother makes curry, you see, she always uses lots of ingredients. That's why Rena's curry uses lots of ingredients as well. I really wanted to take all night and stew it nice and slow. How? I beg of you, will you please help me just a little with my curry? No. This is one for our club activities. Rena won't lose. When she enters club mode, even the normally kind Rena becomes an enemy. Looks like Rika is cooking apples as well. She's like a pro at this. How about Mion? What? Mion, you? What the heck is that? Where did you get that meat from? I predicted what we were going to do today by looking at the schedule. So I prepared accordingly. I can't even say you cheated. That was just like, that was actually just pretty good. Okay, my curry is going to be marvelous. Upon closer inspection, it looks like Mion brought her own vegetables and spices and other ingredients. They were spread all over the place. Mion, just for today. You brought all this stuff from your house. Objection! Chase-sensei, there's no way this is allowed, is it? Objection overruled. As long as it makes for delicious curry, anything goes. Tuh. For that normally serious teacher to go so far as to append a star to the end of her sentence. How the fuck did you see that? Nigga breaking the fourth wall right here, bro. Just as rumors said, she's a through and through curry freak. Rena and Rika-chan are naturally gifted chefs. I've come with thorough preparations. And Kei-chan, what about you? It's hopeless. In the grand scheme of cooking, peeling the vegetables is only a small part of it. The hurdles I must overcome are just too numerous and too high. Meibara-san, over here. Turning around, I saw the voices calling me, belonging to the two underclassmen from earlier, Tomita and Akamura. What's up, you guys? What's up with that pot? Is that from your group? Switch this with your pot before somebody notices. I think that the curry the girls from the group made, at the very least, is better than what you can make. Damn. So dunked on him and is also helping him. You guys, for me? Nah, don't get the wrong idea, man. If you don't win, then that is, oh, that's right. If I don't win, then we talk, then the talk of Sadako, or of eating Sadako and Rika-chan's curry, goes right out the window. It seems like you guys were getting riled up about this too. Sorry, I'm in your debt. But I'm surprised the girls in your group agree to this. Meibara-san, we're also serious about this. Filling in on day duty 3 times. These guys, to assure me a victory, I have paid the price. The gaze filled with burning conviction from my underclassmen. Yeah, I'm not fighting this alone. I'm fighting this with everyone. Leave it to me. Save some room, boys. I'll definitely let you eat your fill. We shall be eagerly awaiting your victory. Eagerly awaiting your victory. As a gas stove, so controlling the heat is easy. All that's left is let it stew a bit. The delicious smell of curry began wafting upwards. The pot gifted to me by my 2 underclassmen certainly drew some double takes. Rena even looked surprised when she came to take a look. So it must be pretty good. Kei-chan, you're pretty good. It looked like this'll, yeah, that's a sentence. It looked like this'll be a good match, right to the bitter end. Yeah, because this nigga keeps cheating. But again, it don't matter unless you win. That's how the club be like, bro. It don't matter unless you win. Rena wants to eat Kei-chan's curry, Keiichi-kun's curry, yep. Rena's curry and Mion's curry too. Everybody is a worthy opponent. I've done my very best, but I'm not sure of the outcome. Keiichi-kun, or Keiichi-san, or Rika's calling you. Go see what she wants. Oh, Shorty knows, or not Shorty. Little girl knows. Little girl knows something. She knows something. What? Rika-chan is calling for me? What could it be? Well, whatever. Oh, nah. Don't let your pot go unattended. They gonna do something to it, bro. While I'm at it, I can gather some intelligence on the enemy. Rika-chan was doodling on the ground in front of the pot, because all that's left is to let it stew. Even then, it's good to know that she doesn't leave the stove unattended. Like you, fella. Hey, Rika-chan, how's yours going? How's yours doing? It's Mr. Curry. Huh? Rika-chan was doodling something strange and introduced it as Mr. Curry. Mr. Curry is amazing. He shoots beams from his eyes. Pew pew. Apparently, Mr. Curry shoots beams from his eyes. Drawing a beam with the stick she etched a line towards my feet. Oh. Nigga, is that a threat? Does this mean I've been shot with a laser? Whoa, barrier. Beam reflect. I took another stick in my hand and reflected the beam, striking Mr. Curry. Mr. Curry can shoot missiles from his stomach. Shoo. Whoa, Maybara super electromagnetic barrier. And, nigga, what is going on? And retaliatory beam. Yeah, that's what we're going with. Mr. Curry absorbs the beam energy and fires his impulse wave cannon. What is this absolute geek shit over here, bro? Rika-chan and I sketching the ground, thoroughly engrossing in our doodle war. Wait a moment. Hey, Rika-chan, you called me over here for a reason, right? Yes, I called you. But I've already fulfilled my purpose, because they freaking got your ass. They got your ass, man. Casey. They clocked your shit, buddy. Your curry's fried, bro. At that moment, a chill ran down up my spine. Already fulfilled her purpose. Gulp. They got me. Damn it, L. He got me. Damn it, L. He got me. You son of a bitch. Headed back to my spot, standing there just as I feared was Sadako. With no questions asked, I drop kicked the back of her head. Ain't no way you drop kick the fuck out of her like that. What do you think you're doing? You know better than to do that to a lady's head? Who cares about that? Sadako, did you mix something into my curry? How impertinent. I haven't fallen for that far. Despite what you may think, I'm a fair person, you know. Then what's this inconceivable line of ladies, ladles and plates? Leaving them all in these unstable positions. If they fall over, what will you do? At that moment, a gentle breeze blew by, knocking over a ladle that was stood on its end. The ladle, like a domino, fell over and knocked over the next cooking utensil in a row. Wop, 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 wop. Not gonna say that. Clank, clank. Thud, thud. This is art. Come to think of it, Domino World records challenges were quite the rage on television a while back. There we go. K-chan, the frying pan. I didn't even have time to react. The chain reaction knocked over the cutting board, then a frying pan. The next after that was my pot. Crash. Son of a bitch. The fry pan struck my pot full force, tipping it over. The contents cruelly spilled out, and now my masterpiece was being sampled by the schoolyard. I stared, dumbfounded. It was such a beautiful and elaborate mousetrap that for a moment, I lost touch with reality. Oh my, this is a catastrophe. I didn't do anything, you hear me? Oh, yo, fucking this motherfucker, man. At the very last moment, I had let my guard down. I ignored the culinary incompetent Sadako for far too long. Even if she couldn't cook, Sadako still had this method of fighting back. Just then, Rena, who had been sampling her own pot, let out a scream. What? Rena's curry is salty? Salty? Was Rena also sabotaged? Then what about Mion? My rice is salty! I've been had! Damn it, L! Damn it, L! You got me! You got me! Damn. Oh. With this, all the obstacles in my way have been taken care of, and before the fight even begins. All that effort wasted. So sad, so sad. hitting the womp womp pussy. So very, very sad. Rika-chan and Sadako rubbed my dumbfounded head to their heart's content. I like how Keiichi just has to be like ruined to the point where like, oh, no one gonna even be able to eat that, bro. But everyone else is just salty, you know. Okay. Pushing the desks together. It was about time for the meals to be judged. The delicious odor of curry spread throughout the courtyard. The members of the forestry service, to whom we owed gratitude for their daily work, were guided to their seats. Yup. The principal gave a bit of a ceremonial introduction. Next, the teacher expressed her desire for them to judge the curry contest. The men from the forestry service seemed to like that kind of thing and gave their enthusiastic approval. Well then, is everybody finished? We'll now have all the judges sample your cooking. Everybody in class or in the class brought up their painstakingly made curry and arranged them on the desk. The one club members who managed a decent result was Rika-chan's group. Knowing full well it was a failure, Rena plated her curry for the judges. She already knew she was going to get a low score, but at least she was able to serve hers. But Mion's and my curry were completely obliterated, so we couldn't even line them up on the table. The judges started from the curry made by the lower grades. They had a lively discussion, praising the food. Finally, it was our curry's turn. Next up is Ryugu-kun's curry. Yes, this looks quite appetizing. The principal cheerfully shoveled a spoonful of Rena's salty curry into his mouth. Of course, his expression immediately changed. Oh my. What happened, Ryugu-san? It seemed so delicious when you were cooking it. Chie-sensei must have all had some expectations, judging from her disappointment. I'm sorry. I might have added the bag of salt instead on accident. Haha. The rest of the judges grimaced after they each had a bite. It was super fucking salty, huh? It wasn't even like a little salty. It was very salty. Holy shit. It was to that extent. That's crazy. That's crazy. I feel sorry for them. Failure is but the seasoning for success. Haha. I'm looking forward to the next time. Do your best. Saying that, the principal devoured the rest of the overly salted curry in one go. Truly a man amongst men. Rena was down and out. Her offensive capabilities were something else, but she was defeated due to her weak defense. Well then, please savor our curry next. I see that Furude-san's group put a lot of effort into their curry. Let's see here. It's simple, but very nicely done. There was also the incident with Rena's salted curry right before this, so the judge's assessment was extraordinarily high. Maybe not just extraordinary, but perhaps today's forerunner. The judges began a heated debate. One of those judges let out a sigh as he removed a chunk of carrot from his spoon. Yeah, this kid's curry really isn't half bad at all. But I don't like carrots, you see. Personally, I think the carrots are a staple of curry. But I guess to each their own. Nigga can be wrong, but it's okay. You know, you can have an opinion even if it's wrong type shit, you know? However, seeing that Rika-chan read the nameplate on the chest of his overalls and began to speak. Hey, dumbass! How would you eat the fucking carrots like a grown-ass man? It's some shit he's gonna say. That's no good, Kyoji. You have to eat your carrot. Oh shit, she's doing this maneuver. I see. What is she saying all of a sudden? Everybody turned to Rika with a stunned look. But what Rika-chan just did was super effective. The carrot-hating judge began stuffing his face with curry while tears streamed down his face. Kyoji, there's seconds if you want them. Mommy! While crying like that, he continued to shovel curry into his mouth. That's right. Rika-chan's curry was by no means simple. Nah. That curry had the taste of a mother's cooking. Okay, bro. With the carrot-hating judge out of the picture, Rika-chan's assessment was unanimous. Yo, just eliminated any op, bro. Any op. Just hawked him, bro. Hawked. Not hawked to it. Just hawked him. Headshot. Almost made a joke I couldn't come back from. Oh, nobody can stand up to Rika's curry. Sadako let off a shrill laugh as she declared victory, but at that moment... Don't be fooled, my esteemed judges. Don't be deceived into thinking that this meager slop is a taste only a mother can provide. What you people actually wanted to eat was this kind of curry, wasn't it? Oh, all of a sudden, in all this, its perfect glory, Mion's curry. Not only the judges, but the teacher, the underclassmen, and of course myself could only gasp in admiration. Hamburg steak with demi-glazed sauce and a fresh salad. It's a set. It wouldn't be stretching it to say that this is a full course meal. Okay. It's perfect. Perfectly made. Amazing. Michan, you're amazing. Okay. You're amazing. Sadako was also shocked. Even Rika-chan couldn't hide her surprise. It seems the victor was decided even without even needing a taste. Of course, the hamburger was hand-kneaded. The salad also had a home-style dressing, but of professional quality. And the curry? Not even a micron of grit. This is sublime. Truly a taste to savor. Sonozaki-san, this curry is no doubt a living testament of 6,000 years of Indian knowledge in beautiful harmony with Japanese cuisine. Shut up. I'm elated. This deserves full marks. I'm giving it 100 points. Oh, you're welcome. I'm just trying to set an example as class representative. Mion bowed politely and then winked at us with a smirk on her face. I admit defeat. There's no way this is happening. I'm certain I sabotaged that pot of rice. That's right. Sadako had dumped salt into Mion's rice cooker, which should have ruined it. At that moment, it hit me. I spun back towards my own canister. That's why. Oh, at some point, my cooking canister had been opened. Its contents completely emptied. Damn you, Mion! She took your rice. You used my rice. That's no fair. Hand over half your curry. Mion clucked her tongue and waved her finger at me as as a smirk washed over her face. Well there, Kei-chan. You're not taking this seriously enough. You gave up at the last moment. I didn't. That's the difference between us. As soon as you give up, it's all over. Gah, I couldn't even properly voice my shame. Mion-chan, I feel sorry for Keiichi-kun. Just give him at least a little. It's fine, it's fine. This is a lesson. Kei-chan just learned that you shouldn't give up on a contest until it's all over, right? It loathes me to say this, but Mion is right. To give up so quickly on the match was my own folly. For Mion to have brought that to my attention, I should actually be thankful to her. Well then, did that mean that even in this situation I shouldn't give up? My curry was overturned while it was still in the pot, and I don't have any rice left. How in the blazes am I supposed to not supposed to lose hope in this situation? Maibara-san. Tomita-kun and Okamura-kun suddenly appeared. Damn it. Even though my proteges had tried so hard, I wasn't able to meet their expectations. It was an accident, men. There was nothing you could do. Both of them were dejected. Gah, I couldn't accept defeat so easily. I was their senior! What would I be if I didn't pick up a broken piece of the dream I had shown them? I just learned it from Mion just now, didn't I? Don't throw away the contest. Not until the last moment. Think, Keiichi Maibara. Think! Not about how to make more curry. About how to win the match. I had an idea. I didn't think it could turn the I didn't think it could turn the tables, but it was better than nothing. Tomita-kun, come and wash your hands. Help me out. Okamura-kun, there's something I want you to find. Okay, gotcha. Both of them dispersed after receiving these instructions. Oh? How is Kei-chan going to flounder about at the end? Why don't you show me? Nobody likes a stubborn fool, you know. Shut up. Just sit there and watch the last card I have to play. First off, Mion, I'll be taking some of your rice. It's my rice. I won't let you say no. I don't really care. It's salty after all. Yeah, we're playing... It's salty rice. About to flip that shit. It's okay if Rena helps too, right? Keiichi-kun is in trouble right now. Hearing you say that is very reassuring. Well then, Rena, go make some tea. He doesn't trust me. Not necessary. Next, Sadako. Also, Rika-chan. I challenge you to a side bet. What did you say? We'll listen to your request. This is my duty to my proteges who shed blood, sweat, and tears for my sake. Sadako and Rika-chan, if I receive a perfect score, I'll be taking your curry. Nothing for you to eat. You need to know when to stop joking around. I'll be giving a big no to that. No, it's all right, Sadako. Take him up on it. Firmly patting the top of Sadako's head, Mion said those words with all the gravitas of the club president. You handicapped him this much, didn't you? There's no way he can make up for that. So meet him head on. No matter how hard he struggles, he's not going to make a comeback, right? That may be true, but I don't mind. Keiichi, go for it. Yay. Okay. The judges seemingly grow tired of sampling the various curries. We're debating each entry. From what little I overheard, it seemed that Mion's impending victory was not in question. By the way, what happened to Maibara-kun's curry? I still haven't tried it yet. Yeah. The pot with my curry in it and it fell over. Is that so? That's a real shame. I may have lost my curry, but that doesn't mean I've lost the contest. I'll have everybody singing my fucking praises. Yeah. Oh, goofy. My combative posture had drawn the attention of the judges. First of all, just be quiet and eat these, please. I'll listen to your complaints after that. This is my cooking. Maibara-kun, that's... Onigiri, huh? The judges smiled wryly. at the simple fare that was quite the contrast to the preceding bravado. Rena poured tea into the cups she had brought over from the break room. He's making a mockery of us. He's making a mockery. There, look. There's not even any filling. It's nothing more than salt and onigiri. This isn't even worthy of being called a contest anymore. It's true. The amount of salt might be a little much, but Rena's expression told me that she thought this was a great idea, but it might still not be enough to win the match. Hey, Barasan, is this really enough to make a comeback? Gentlemen, you did well. It's all right. Just watch. The judges were chewing with their mouths full and sipping at the tea. Nobody was singing praises or awestruck. They were just quietly chowing down. It seems that Kei-chan has learned how to use some rather underhanded tricks. This might be difficult. Yeah, that's right. Rena understands that now too. What do you mean? Why is everyone just quietly eating that much? You see, Sadako-chan, that's because the judges are actually tired of eating curry. Because they were judges, they had to sample each and every offering. And because they were from all small children, because they were made to show their appreciation, they didn't eat just a little bit of each. Sometimes a man values the amount more than the taste. At those times, rather than rich, mind-blowing flavor, they crave simplicity. They couldn't say it out loud, but this was the tastiest thing they've had all day. I confirmed that by looking at their eyes, as the judges smiled wryly. Wearily. I'll praise your efforts, but today's contest was about curry. I'm not sure we can give a score to this. The teacher and the principal had folded their arms while they pondered the situation. My underlings, seeing that, saw the small glimmer of hope fade away and grew dejected. Was this little surprise just not enough? Don't give up, Kei-chan. Mion whispered quietly. That's right. If I didn't push here... No. I'll have you give it a score. If you think that curry and onigiri are really that different, you're sorely mistaken. Huh? Ibarra-kun, what are you saying? How are they the same? The principal stopped the teacher. It looked like he was giving me the one final chance. Yo, hit that nigga with the... Yo, the principal hit the teacher with the... Let him cook. Let Keiichi cook, bro. Okay. The judges, having eaten their fill, quietly waited my statement. In its homeland of India, curry is usually eaten within a type of bread called naan, isn't it? Therefore, you could say that this cuisine we call curry rice is something that we have adopted and modified. Just as the teacher said at the beginning, it's a fusion of Indian and Japanese cuisine. I know what you're trying to say, my Barakun, but what does it have to do with onigiri? It's actually very simple. Both curry and onigiri are things made to let you enjoy eating rice. Rice was introduced to Japan from ancient China. Our agriculture forebears watered the fields. Forebears? Whatever. Fighting the elements, disease, and pests to grow and raise our rice-centric culture. Yes, the Japanese people have formulated a plethora of dishes, but those were nothing more than attempts to find ways to enjoy eating rice. In other words, curry and onigiri are both the results of rice culture. It was scattered at first, but slowly grew into a steady roar. It was a thunderous applause that praised me. Enough with the nonsense already. I won't accept this. The teachers are only judging curry, you know. This is out of the question. This is absurd. It's obviously deserves 0 points. Miss, Keiichi-kun did his best. Could you please acknowledge that? Today's class was supposed to be about curry. What should we do? Mion stifled her laughter, stepping forward. There's a story about how when a Michelin 3-star chef from France came to Japan, the people from the hotel he was staying at had a whole bunch of ingredients from France imported. But the chef didn't even give them a second glance. I wonder why that was. They were ingredients from his homeland. The chef went to the local fish market and made a dish from fresh fish caught in Japan. The culture of food isn't bound by predetermined rules. It's culture. If you come to Japan, you meld with Japanese culture and make something new. That's how curry and onigiri are the same. Mion. She was providing fire support. I had to be grateful. The judges were somehow moved by this complicated yet baseless trivia. Yeah, I just made that shit up, by the way. The source is absolutely fucking trust me. A stern look washed over the teacher's face as she refolded her arms. Maebara-kun, your pot of curry was flipped over, wasn't it? Even though I said that at the beginning to be careful. I'm sorry. But, as Maebara-kun and Sonozaki-san said, there are no boundaries to cuisine or in cuisine. If it's something that can amaze people, then it's not something that should be discriminated against just because of the form. Then? For spilling your pot, minus 20 points. But just for today, for not giving up and doing your best, plus 20 points. I'll give you 100 points. Maebara-san, we did it! Yo, this is some fucking Harry Potter ass point system, bro. Because it's like, you know, minus like 10 points to Gryffindor for, you know, breaking every school rule possible, or for Harry Potter breaking the rules, every school rule possible, and then them getting like, you know, secret you know, fucking random ass points at the beginning, bro, or at the end of the school year just to get the house cut, bro. Fuck ass voting system, bro. Fuck ass point system. My underclassmen leapt at me. A perfect score. We did it. The curry was spilt and our rice was taken, but we made a comeback. In the end, Rika's curry received full marks. So everybody but Rena had a perfect score. Since this contest was outside the scope of regular club activities, there wasn't any particular penalty game. Rena breathed a sigh of relief. Yeah, that's good. Now then, as promised, Sadako, Rika-chan, I'll be taking your curry. But that means we won't have any lunch. What? Sadako stomped angrily on the ground in frustration, but the price of defeat was absolute. Is what I wanted to say, but I'll show you some mercy. You can eat half. Thank you, Keiichi. My two protégés peered over from the sidelines, tears of joy streaming down from their faces. We exchanged glances that would only be understood amongst men. Shut up, bro. Shut up. We did it, Maebara-san. This is all thanks to you. We flashed each other a thumbs up. Now I just have to give those to my pupils. I've gotten pretty hungry myself. I also have one of my onigiri. Wait, huh? There was no trace of my onigiri. The ones I had set aside for myself included. As I peered around searching for them, the principal clapped a hand on my shoulder. When I was listening to that speech you gave, the rice I was chewing grew even more delicious. Could it be that you also ate my share? The principal simply laughed without answering. Seriously? My eyes half brimmed with tears and my stomach rumbled. I was called for by the teacher. Maebara-kun, because of the circumstances, I had to give you a perfect score, but you understand, right? Huh? Understand what? There was an odd glint in the teacher's eyes. If I had to describe it, it was curry-colored. Okay. Like a pot of stewing curry, her eyes whirled around in a spiral. A chill washed over me. The teacher clutched me by the shoulders and drew me in closer until our noses were almost touching. All right. Curry is this world's most respected and sacred of dishes. I will absolutely not allow it to be put in the same category as onigiri. You hear me? Curry was created in ancient India, one of the 4 great river valley civilizations, and was raved about during the reign of King Ashika in Kapilavatthu for the birth of the Shakya at the International Food Expo Michelin Twirly. Even the Eiffel Tower was pickled in simmering curry, turmeric weather. You are asleep or awake. Curry. Ma'am, unhand me. Hey, Keiichi-san. What are you stumbling around for? Cleaning up is part of the cooking, too. Keiichi-kun, your eyes are all curried. Why is that? Why? Curry. Yikes, she got him, huh? It's okay. He'll be back to normal by tomorrow. Probably. It wasn't that long before hunger brought me back to my senses. Alright. Okay, that was an interesting chapter. That was a weird chapter. But I don't know if the chapter's over, but that was just like, that was a weird thing. I'm not gonna lie. In the end, all of the curry was eaten by the principal, so I had to make do without lunch. Skipping lunch, I never knew the afternoon could be so long and painful. A feeling other than drowsiness made me space out. Are you all right, Keiichi-kun? That's why I said you shouldn't eat Rena's curry. As if I could eat this curry with enough salt in it to make my blood pressure rise just by looking at it. Is what I said as I initially refused. I could only regret it. The hunger, the stomach ache. Well, you did a great job making it through. Your absolutely hopeless situation, that is. Kei-chan, you're pretty strong when you're cornered, huh? I don't need any compliments right now. I need food. There is something for you to eat at home, right? We don't keep snacks lying around at home. And I'm out of cup noodles right now. Since you're enduring that hunger so much right now, I'm sure tonight's dinner will be really tasty. I had absolutely no intention of laughing along. Well then, I'll take my leave. I have my part-time job again today. Yeah. It's really rough when you're not used to the work. That job at the Angel Mort, a family restaurant, huh? That uniform was somewhat stimulating. Being a waitress really is hard work. Eh? Michan is working as a waitress? Really? Really? What kind of place is it? Huh? No, I'm right. I'm working at the toy store from the other day. Shion is the waitress. My bad. I completely forgot that was how it ended up being. I'm sorry. You guys look so similar, I mixed you guys up. Keiichi-kun, who's Shion? Rena asked the obvious question. Mion's younger twin sister. She's got a different personality, but she's like a dead ringer for Mion. That's right. We look similar, but our personalities are completely different. I'm very kind and thoughtful, but Shion has a very cold and scary personality. I think that when you guys were born, Shion got all the feminine aspects. Unlike Mion, she's a cute, cheerful girl. Keiichi-chan, Rena interjected as her eyes darted back and forth from our exchange. Is it true? Rena's never met her. Michan, did you ever tell me you had a younger sister? Shion's existence was already being exposed as a cover-up. I couldn't help Mion out there. I could only have her end this charade. Oh yeah, I still haven't introduced her to you yet, Rena. My younger sister's name is Shion. I don't know. I didn't ask. I never met her when I went to Michan's house. Yeah, that. You know, I'm the only one that lives with Granny. Shion lives at the family house in Okinomiya. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. We're not that close, so yeah, she doesn't really come here often. Rena's face indicated that she wasn't sure if she was convinced. She was usually a bit of an airhead, but she was unusually sharp when it comes to these kinds of things. Well, it's not a lie. Please believe me. As she said, yeah, I believe you. A smile suddenly blossomed on Rena's face. Rena wants to meet her. I'll go and see her sometime. What store is she working at? What store? That is... she's getting more entangled in her little web. I could tell that Mion was getting increasingly frantic. I wanted to help her out, but it was hard for an outsider to butt into a family issues. Yep. Sorry. I have to get to work. Later. Rena, Kei-chan. See you tomorrow. Unilaterally ending the conversation, Mion headed home. No matter how you looked at it, she was running away. We'll just label this one as an emergency escape. Mi-chan was kind of cute. I wonder why. Rena giggled in amusement. Oh, I thought there was about to be some freak shit happening. Alright, back to the crib. Oh, yeah, I remember this fucking... It's been a while since I've seen this part, bro. The last time I saw this, my house was getting broken into, bro. Or Keiichi's house was getting broken into. I wonder when dinner is. Would lying down in the best way be a way to conserve energy? Would lying down be the best way to conserve energy? I sprawled in the entryway without even taking off my shoes. As I was losing the last vestiges of my consciousness, the doorbell rang. It seemed I had a guest. Come on in. It's open. I directed my listless voice at the door. Good afternoon. Huh? Kei-chan? What are you doing? It seemed my guess was Mion, or rather Shion. She seemed shocked when she saw me sprawling out in the entryway. Is that Shion? Wait, why? I thought that Shion's existence was an illusion that was limited to when Mion was at the restaurant. That's why I never even considered that Shion would appear here. I heard from my sister. Because of club activities today, you weren't able to eat lunch, right? Yeah, it was a lot of trouble. Sadako spilled my pot and you saw my rice. But I'm Shion. Okay. Dude, I honestly, like, I'm not convinced that this is like Mion, because like I feel like there is a sister here. She grew red and began to mope. That's right, she was the younger twin right now. Sorry. What's up? Did you bring something for me to eat? Oh my, it's somehow disappointing that you hit the nail right on the head, but here. With a disappointed smile, Shion held out the small bento box she had hidden behind her back. Huh? You really brought something to eat? Thanks. There was still some of the ground beef left from what my sister brought to school. Okay. But I wondered if you'd want it. Am I bothering you? Nah, not even a bit. I'm really happy. Can I really eat this? Sneaking a look inside the box. To say that she just put some of the leftovers inside would have been a lie. There was an elegant meal stuffed inside. Is this really okay? There's not like a ton of hot sauce mixed in or anything, right? Jeez, I'm not my sister. I wouldn't do that kind of thing. If you don't like it, you don't have to force yourself. I'll just go home and eat it myself. Saying that, she pouted cutely and made a motion as if to snatch the box away. There were some times that made me doubt that she was the same person as Mion, because I don't know, I'm doubting it too sometimes, bro. And this was undoubtedly one of those moments. I don't mind at all. I want to chow down on it with thanks from the bottom of my heart. It's not something to be thankful about, but about that your nose has to run. Shion, who had thought that I might not take the bento, looked down happily. There's not much, but do you want to come in? I can probably make some tea or something. Ah, sorry, but maybe some other time. I'm on my way to work. Oh, that's right. She did say that before. Just rinse the box with water and give it to my sister tomorrow, please. Of course. It would be only be the proper thing to do after being allowed to eat something that looks this delicious. Delicious. Well then, I'll take my leave. Ah, one last thing. Shion grew red again as she looked down once more. During that contest with the curry, my sister took your rice without permission, right? Okay. My sister fools around too much, so sometimes she gets carried away. She wasn't doing it just to be mean. Hey, it's not like I mind too much. There are no grudges when it comes to club activities, after all. In fact, I should be the one that's thankful for all the thrills and entertainment. Could you tell that to Mion for me? Yes, I think my sister would be very happy to hear that. Well then, I have to go. Shion smiled brightly. After bowing deeply, she left as she looked at her watch. She was not wearing a fucking watch when she was up here. You see it. You saw it. I'm happy, but is this really okay? I looked at the bento box that she left behind. A faint warmth spread through the palm of my hand. If it were Mion. I'm getting fucking Discord called. Hold on. Not answering that. Not answering that. If it were Mion, I could see hot sauce, mustard, maybe even a needle with being mixed in. That happened last time. That happened like literally the last time, like in the last chapter. There was a needle in the like in some food that that she brought over or somebody brought over. But really, I don't think she would go so far of putting a needle in there. Ah, yeah, harpening back to it, bro. I opened the box once again and hasn't intently tasted a bit. I took a bite and another. There was no funny business. There was no danger at all. For it was delicious. That's right. That was Shion, not Mion. So there shouldn't have been anything to worry about. Dies. I rushed back to my room, eating as I gave my thanks. Okay. It was so delicious that my stomach could cry. Shion, no, Mion. When she heard I was so hungry I could die, she brought this over for me. It was delicious to the last bite. Okay. By the way, nothing strange has been mixed in. I was a bit embarrassed at myself for being so skeptical. Hey, bro. What happened last time? You don't know about it, but like, what happened last time, bro? It happened last time. So, I mean, it did happen. It did happen. All right. Now we're done with the chapter. It was delicious. Later.